Hello, everyone. Welcome to...
Did we start already?
I think it did start.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Socially Selective Podcast. I'm Kaycee.
And I am Jenny, and we are your co-hosts forever.
Forever and ever. You're stuck with us forever.
This is our first episode, so please stick around. It might get better. It might get worse. We don't know. We'll figure it out.
Oh my god. I hope we're doing this right. Are we doing this right?
I think so.
Okay, cool. That, ladies, is Chava, our single AF producer.
Yeah, Chava,
So
introduce
please-
yourself.
Please hit him up, ladies.
Hi, everybody. I'm over here in the background producing this thing, you know. Big producer times.
You can't tell, but he's getting really nervous, you guys.
I am very nervous.
He's so chill, you guys.
But I am super excited to be doing this for these two. I wish you guys the best. We're going to be famous.
Thank you.
We're going to be famous.
So again, because he said that, you guys, if you want to sponsor us, we will allow it. We will accept all types of sponsors.
Right.
We don't care who you are, where you're from, what size you are
if you're
either.
from
so.
Reno too, so cool. So cool.
But if you're also like a big company like Google or like Apple, like we'll take that
We
too.
love that as well.
Like, it's
Yes.
whatever. Like, we can, you know.
Well, we'll do charity work like Reno companies. But we want like the big bucks, babies.
We won't discriminate.
Yeah.
But-
No, absolutely not. We
but
love
thank
all
you for
money.
having me
Yes.
do this for you guys.
Chava, what is
Seriously.
your Insta? Tell everybody.
Oh, everybody can go follow me at Chava, just like that.
How many A's though? How many A's?
6 A's and an underscore at the end.
Again, one more time, ladies. He is single.
Single and
And
ready to mingle.
He has a free picnic coming up soon, so hit up his DMs.
If you want to go on a romantic picnic in Tahoe, you hit him up,
That's
baby.
right.
He's looking for the love of his life, ladies. Or if not, just a good time at least.
You know where to find me now. So
Oh, goloso.
All right, so we're going to get into today's podcast. We made a poll on our Insta to see what you guys wanted us to talk about. And you guys chose good and toxic friendships.
Dun 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 dun.
Ooh, also, if you do want to vote to see what our next podcast will be about, please follow us on Insta at Socially Selective Podcast. And there you will get to tell us your stories and vote on what we will discuss on the next episode.
Yes, and we will also be on TikTok. We're also making a YouTube channel. If you want to watch us sit here and talk to you, then go ahead. We're really hot, and I think you would enjoy following us on YouTube. So,
And sometimes we have cute outfits. So if you want to see
this is your
too.
inspo. Today we're wearing all black gym outfits, because we're fit ladies.
Yes, today was my first day back at the gym, so I'm feeling real
Congrats,
big
sis.
today. Thank you.
Oh my god. Today was my 100th time at the gym, and I still don't lose weight, so I don't know what's happening.
Kaycee's a fiend at the gym, you guys. She's so big. She's so
buff.
strong. Look at those muscles.
If you want to see these muscles, follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yes.
So we want to tell you guys a little bit of what our podcast is going to be about. We're not going to be raunchy like the Call Her Daddy podcast, because it's not our vibe.
We're not here to hate women either.
Exactly.
We only are here to empower women and make you guys love yourselves a little more than you already do.
Yeah, and this is not only for women, but also for dudes. You guys can also interact with us as much as possible on Instagram. We usually ask questions on there. You can choose our next episode's topic. You can send us responses. It's all on the gram.
And we give great advice to boys. So if you're out
Yeah.
there, please message us.
Yes, Chava, we've given him great advice already.
yeah, I feel like this is gonna be very helpful for me because I'm pretty lost when it comes to dating, So I need help. Somebody help this man.
Somebody help me. All right, Socially Selective is going to be a podcast that will focus on improvement, fitness, relationships, friendships, travel, and more. Neither of us are therapists or experts on anything by any means. We will be giving our input on the following topics, and you are welcome to use your thoughts as well. Like we mentioned before, follow us on Instagram at Socially Selective Podcast. We want to interact with our listeners. We are not going to just make this about us, even though it is all about us, but we want to incorporate you guys too. We will, like I said, we will also be on YouTube and TikTok.
Yes. So now we're going to tell you guys a little bit about ourselves if you don't know us. I am Jenny. Oh, what?
Everyone does know us.
I mean, you guys probably don't.
I know. No one knows us.
Let's be real. But maybe you'll get to know us. So I am Jenny. I am 23 years old. I recently graduated from UNR with my degree in psychology. I am engaged.
Aww.
This is not my ring. This is not my ring. But
That's a ring.
because I was at the gym. Guys, you can't lift with rings on, okay? You're going to hurt your fingers. So this is a little silly band that I bought because I'm a married woman. But
She's
yes,
a
I am
wifey.
engaged to the love of my life, Julio. We just bought a house. So we've been doing lots of adulting. Do I love it? I don't know. We'll figure it out as the time goes by. So if you have any questions about that, I am here for all the relationship advice. And yeah.
When's the wedding though?
In a long time.
Still in the works?
No,
2022
yeah.
maybe?
Maybe 2023 probably.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just curious.
Julio is in PA school, you guys, so we cannot afford to put him through school and do a wedding. So we are going to wait.
Shout out to Julio.
Oh, yes.
Hey,
I love you,
shout out to
baby.
Julio. And just like Jenny, I'm also happily engaged to my fiance. Just kidding, guys. I'm very single. I'm Kaycee. I'm 23, almost 24 years old. My birthday's coming up. Virgo season, AA. Like I said, I'm single. I don't know if I mentioned that already. But I am dating around. You know, I'm talking to a good guy right now. We'll see how it goes. We'll
A
see.
very good guy. And if you know who you are, I love you. And I love you guys. And hopefully that works out.
Oh my god, Jenny, stop. Just kidding. But yeah, so since I'm not engaged or anything, who do I hang out with? My dog. Her name's Deza, and she is like my absolute world. If I'm not here in Reno working out, hanging out with my dog, I'm either traveling or just fucking shit up somewhere, I guess.
Oh, yes.
I don't know. Alrighty.
Alright, so enough about us. We're going to get into today's topic. Again, we asked you guys on Insta, and you were all super excited about talking about good and toxic friends, but mostly toxic friends. So
Ooh,
let's
it's gonna
get
be
into
juicy.
that. I know. So these are the questions that we asked you guys. We said, what are some qualities you look for in good friends? And you guys responded with...
First one was loyalty, respectful, good personality, hustler. I thought that was so funny because I was like, yeah, I only hang out with
You don't
bad
want to hang out
bitches.
with bums, you
No, if you are lazy, I'm sorry, but I can't deal with
Bye.
you.
That was also another one. Nobody wants lazy
Yeah.
people. And I love that for you guys. I love that for you guys. I love that for us.
Wow, beautiful. Funny. Come on, like
You can't be with someone
you
if they're
can't.
not a good time. I get it.
Authenticity. If you're a fake bitch, you're getting cut.
This is just not for you. Yeah. This is not the life that you need or the friendships that you need.
What does that mean though? What does it mean to be authentic?
Authentic, I means to be just yourself, not trying to impress anyone. You know when people act like fake, different in front of other people, that's
Okay.
fake. Okay, like if you're acting different with me than you are with Kaycee, you're not a real one. Okay, and so
people can
just
tell
be
that, huh?
yourself. Oh, absolutely. Biggest pet peeve, I think.
Oh, it's one of my biggest
I really
pet
don't
peeves,
like
too.
it. I've noticed it in a couple people, and I'm just like, ooh, now I can't fuck with you that way.
Now you're
'Cause-
cut.
Unless you're a coworker. Just kidding.
I mean, if you're a coworker, we have to deal with you either
We're
way.
besties
So. All right. Also supportive. Oh my gosh, that's
That's
a great one.
huge. Yes. You
I
can't
feel like, yeah, like
just
Jenny, to me, like that's like her, like she's so supportive.
You cutie
Like
pie.
anything I do, even if it's a stupid decision, she's like, "That's stupid, but I'm going to support
and
you."
I
through
love
it."
that for you. Yes, always. Always support your friends and let them make their own mistakes. Some more qualities you guys loved and we love too are compassionate, empathetic, which is huge. Like if you don't have someone that's not going to be understanding towards you, why are they in your life?
Oh yeah, cut them off.
They obviously
Sounds
don't care.
toxic.
Someone who is humble. If you brag, that's just not cute, okay? None of us, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but none of us make that much money to not be humble, okay?
Also, we're 23, you guys, or almost 24, but
So let's relax.
Yeah, chill out,
Who
sister.
actually knows what's going on?
Yeah.
I don't. Adventurous. That's huge. That's huge, especially
Yeah.
for you little travel fiends. We
she's talking to me. Just kidding.
We love being adventurous. And then I think this last one is a huge one too.
Straightforward. Oh yeah. You don't want to be friends with someone that's just gonna tell you what you want to hear all the time. Like, honestly, that adds to the authenticity trait.
Yeah,
Like,
not being
if
fake.
you're just gonna sugarcoat everything for me, I can't trust you.
And if you're not the one telling your friends, hey, like, you're fucking up, get it together, sister, who else is gonna tell them that? You gotta be there for them. Put them in their place. Be like, hey, sis, like, I love you, but maybe that's not the best for you. And maybe you should look at it in this light. But also not attack. I don't like that.
No. It's all about
That's
the
a
tone
toxic
and
trait,
like
though.
the way you approach a person.
But yeah, those were some beautiful things, you guys. I think you hit them all. Those are a lot of things that we look for in our friends. Me and Kaycee are besties, and I don't think if we didn't have those traits, we wouldn't be together.
Yeah, exactly. And I think most of these we are for each other. At least I try to be.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
all of these things for you.
Yes.
And let's see, what do I look for in a good friend?
I really like when people are straightforward with me. Someone who I can trust. I don't know if we mentioned that one before, but you
I
have
don't even
to
think that was on there. That's
no,
so
and
crazy.
that's huge. I think
Yeah.
you have to trust your friends.
Yeah.
If they're talking shit about you, they're not your friend.
Especially to people that you know. Like, the fact that they're even talking shit about you, that's like a red flag.
Or when people let people talk shit about you.
Yeah. So if people feel comfortable going to your friend to talk shit about you, that is not your friend, sis. Even if they just stand there and listen, they love the drama, they love the tea, and no, they should have your back 100%.
I think so too. But yes, adventurous I think is a
I
big one
know.
for us because we love to. I actually don't love to go out. Kaycee loves to go out, but I do love to travel. And so that's one thing we do have in common. But I will support her when she goes out.
She's like, yeah, get it.
Have
get
so
it.
much fun. I will be asleep. All right, so we're going to get into the juicy stuff, you guys.
Let's see, the bad qualities, the red flags that you look for in a person. These are, if any person is giving you any of these qualities, you need to dump them.
Cut them off.
Cut them off.
Yes. So we asked you all on Insta. Where was it?
The bad, what qualities makes a bad friend, or red flags that friends have shown you
Yes.
that make them a bad
Yes,
friend.
yes. And this one was huge. Everyone had so many things to say, even more so than the good ones.
Everyone wants to talk shit. It's funny.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so these ones were hilarious, you guys. Bad vibes was number one. You don't want anyone with bad vibes. And I agree with that.
Yeah, you need to trust your gut too. Like,
Yeah.
if you meet someone and you're already getting a bad vibe, your gut's going to be right. Like, chances are you're getting that bad vibe for a reason.
Yeah, trust your gut. Laziness. So that goes right with being.
A hustler.
So yeah, we can't have lazy
We want
people.
boss bitches up in here.
This was something that we mentioned previously too. If they talk bad about you to the people that they hang out with, that's not a friend, and you don't need that person.
And if they like we said, if they let other people talk about you and don't stand up for you, then that's not the friend you need.
Yeah. So this is a different one because I haven't had this happen, but like I thought it made me really sad that somebody else had. When they put their insecurities onto you and their emotions onto you. So like, I just don't get who would do that.
I don't think that's happened to me before.
But it's like projecting, you know? So
Yeah.
they're projecting their insecurities onto you and like their bad vibes onto you, making you feel. That's kind of like gaslighting, I feel like.
And
in a
that
friendship.
person, and that person's like happy to like watch you be like insecure about
Miserable.
yourself
Yeah.
and like miserable.
Like if friends don't tell you look like a bad bitch all the time
Yeah.
and that you are just the cutest thing in the world, that's not your friend, you guys.
honestly, if you don't walk in a room and your friend isn't like, dang girl, you look so
cute
good
today.
Where'd you get that top? Where'd you get those shoes? You don't need those friends.
No.
Okay, that was a little exaggerated, but it's
But they have to hype you up.
yeah, always.
Selfishness was not wanted in friends. Being short with you and making your feelings feel invalidated, not nice. Why would you do this?
Okay, I'm sorry. We're reading off a list, and I just read the first two words, being short. It's like, what the fuck do you have against short people, guys?
Glad none of our followers thought that.
Short makes you a bad friend.
Friends who flake on you. I think this is pretty important. Like I think people should be understanding if you You can flake. That's not an issue. But like flaking all the time is an issue.
Yeah, like you're
if
not
you
a
can't
priority
make
to
it-
them.
Yeah. This ties in with friends who... No, wait. I wish I had wrote it together. Okay, we'll get back to that. Because I didn't find it. But friends who don't notice when you're down or don't care enough to ask what's wrong, that's not nice. You should acknowledge that your friends are hurt and try to help them out through that.
And I actually saw this, not with me, but I saw one of my friends go through this today, and I was just telling her, like, you told your friend, like, she has another group of friends, and I told her, like, you have these girls that you hang out with, and they're not being considerate of your feelings, and when you tell them how you feel, they're basically telling you, like, you're too much, like, we don't want to deal with your emotions right now. Like, those are not your friends, especially when they're the ones making you feel shitty and you're expressing that to them and they don't care about your feelings. That's not the vibe. It's not the vibe, guys.
You don't need friends like that. You don't need anyone that's gonna be upset with you for making other friends. Make all the friends in the world, sis. You can be friends with everybody, but if your friends are hating on your new friends, are they even your real friends? I don't think so.
Jenny,
it's just mean.
We said we weren't going to attack anyone, but
We didn't say names, but
I
that's
love it.
so mean.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. You don't gotta hate.
And, I feel like that's
Especially
very
women.
common. Yeah. And it's like, we're supposed to support each other. Like, we as women already struggle enough to, like, deal with the world. Like, we don't need other women to come and put us down, especially people that you're close with.
Yeah. Or people that you think were your friends. So that, I don't know. It's just so sad.
We're just really pissed about this, okay?
We feel for you, girl, and we'll be your
We
friends.
love you.
We will be your friends, okay?
Yeah.
I wish I could protect you at work, but I can't. There were more. So people not being happy for you when you give them good news.
Oh,
This
I
is
hate
the
this.
biggest red flag in the world. Like,
Oh my
if your
God.
friends aren't happy for your success, that is not a friend. They obviously don't want you to succeed, or people that don't want you to do better than they do. That's not okay. Like, you should want your friends to be so successful because that's amazing. That's such a beautiful thing. And how are you going to bring someone down when they're trying to do new things and better themselves? I don't get it.
And that's
I
just,
feel like
That's right. Yeah.
Chava
I
got
have a lot-
sauced on
I
this
was
one.
Oh, yeah, his
yes,
face.
girl, preach right now, because I've done my good share of accomplishments
absolutely.
in my life.
He's
If
And
you
a
guys
winner.
don't know, Chava's a freaking G. He's amazing at not only taking pics, taking videos, but
here we
he
go.
has his own podcast too.
Here we go.
So plug in
go
your
check that out too.
podcast.
For creators by creatives.
Yes.
yeah, and
Check
you're
that out.
kind of killing it. You're
Absolutely.
killing it
I
out
think
here.
you're great at like anything that you do.
But recently I've done all these things, and I thought I had a lot of friends, and that kind of happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was also like not trying to realize that
You're
that was
trying to
happening.
avoid it.
Right.
Like they're like, oh,
and
they're
it was
not
just
hating
so
on me.
painful to like realize that maybe
Yeah.
they're not really your friends. And it
No.
also happens with family too, and it just sucks.
But that
Yeah.
just shows people's true colors, and you
Yeah.
just need to let them go.
Some family, you guys are just like haters.
It'd be
I
your
don't
own
understand.
people sometimes. It'd be your
Literally,
own
Really
people.
be your own people,
and just
huh?
because people are your family does not mean that they can disrespect you. I think
Oh
this
my
is something
God.
that I want to talk about. Like, we should have another
Yes,
episode.
Yes.
a complete other episode about family, because family
Is so mean.
they can be
sometimes.
so toxic.
Yeah.
And
Kaycee and I have experiences
fair
with
share.
this.
Oh,
We wish
yes.
we didn't. Like, don't I want to love you? Absolutely. And I am blessed. I do have an amazing family. I do. But there are some of you that are mean. Okay? and I just think that you could be nicer to me and not hurt my feelings.
And if you listen to this, you know who you are. We're not going to say any names, but I know who you are too. Okay? And if you're listening to this, my family members, you know who you are too.
And if you feel guilty, that's big because
I'll be waiting.
you know it's you.
And I'll be waiting for an apology, baby. So
But it's okay. Like, I'm forgiving. So if you want to be nice, like, I'll take that apology and we'll be besties again.
we'll rant about our family issues in the next
another episode.
Just kidding. All right. Last toxic traits that friends bring. Lying instead of being straightforward. Like I said, this isn't being authentic, and it's like, what do you call this, fake?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would 100% call it fake
Absolutely.
too. I hate saying the word fake because I feel like everyone uses it nowadays, but it's like,
Yeah.
all right, next toxic trait, when they have an issue with you but aren't willing to try and work things out. This is so big.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
if
so too.
friends are gonna argue, friendships are like relationships.
You
like
make
you have,
mistakes.
yeah, you have to work through things. You have, like, there's gonna be fuck ups and there's gonna be mess ups. Like, everyone messes up, everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah.
So you have to be willing to work things out with your friends. And if you or your friends aren't willing to work things out, then maybe that's just not the friendship you should be in.
And that's okay. Like, you don't have to be friends with everyone. And I think that's huge too, because some people in our generation, I feel like you have to be friendly with everyone,
Yeah.
and you don't. You don't have to be friends with everyone. If somebody is not vibing with you, don't give them your energy. Don't be nice to people that are not nice to you. Give them the same energy that you're getting.
You have to be socially selective, guys.
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm all about like spending my energy with people that I love,
Yeah.
and like people who bring me up rather than bring me down. I went through a phase where I was like hanging out with just mean girls, and I noticed that I hated myself during that period of my life because of the people I was hanging out with. And like, no one wants to admit it, but the people you
Yeah.
hang out with influence who you are so much.
Absolutely. It's huge.
Like,
it's huge.
flocks of a feather.
You are who you hang out with. My mom always says that. Like, if one of you's doing, well, she used to say this when we were little, but like, if one of you's doing drugs and one of you
Y'all
gets
are-
caught up,
all of
everyone's
you.
doing drugs and everyone's going to jail. That's obviously like not a good example. If you choose to do that, power to you.
Power
but,
to
like,
yes, sis.
yeah. You just have to hang out with who you want. You have to surround yourself with people you want to become, or people that uplift you. And that's huge. So do not waste your energy for people that aren't putting effort into your friendship.
No.
And yeah, we have both have had bad friends that do not support us or like mean for no reason. Yeah, I just don't understand you
I think
guys.
they're jealous.
Yeah, but we can all succeed. This list was so huge. Oh my goodness. So there's more things. Jealousy was one of them. Being misleading and untrustworthy, huge. Telling people about your private life. This is huge. Your friend, if you tell them, hey, and I tell Kaycee this all the time, Pinky, promise me you're not going to tell anybody. And she says, yes, sis, I promise I won't. And I'm like, okay, then now I can tell you. But no.
Sorry, guys. Josh just spilled his freaking coffee all over the floor. I was scared. Squirted everywhere.
I lost my train of thought.
Wow,
I was on a
Chava, way
roll,
to be
Chava.
distracting.
Okay, but anyways, there's more. If they have a new bestie every month, somebody said this, and this is so funny.
Yeah. No, like when I read that, I was like, this has to be one of the traits. It's such a red flag. Like, if you switch up your friend groups constantly, I mean, I get
Maybe
like
they
you
aren't the issue.
Yeah,
Maybe it's you.
You should look in the mirror.
And we are 100% vouching for therapy. If there is something that you need to work with in yourself, no, I'm so serious. Like, it's funny, but like, it's not funny because like, therapy is totally normal. If you want to go to therapy and like work through these issues, because there might be some issues there. Maybe you should go to therapy and talk to someone that's going to give you good advice instead of maybe some of your friends that aren't going to give you great advice.
Yeah, definitely, like, I would say, like, it's okay to outgrow friends. Like, everyone's gonna outgrow each other at one
think so,
point.
too.
If your friends are toxic, it's totally okay to leave that friend group. Like, we're not telling you to stick with a certain group of friends for a certain amount of time. But if, like, every month you have a new girlfriend, a new bestie, like, if you're calling everyone your bestie, I mean, I kind of do that.
Casey's like, shit. Oh my
shit,
god, is this
do I need
me?
therapy? Fuck.
Should I go to therapy?
Why am I
You can
part
call
of this?
people bestie. That's
Yeah,
fine
yeah.
because it's cute.
But like,
just
if you're
know, you're probably not our bestie if we're calling you bestie. I mean, except for you. You're obviously my bestie.
yeah. Oh yeah. Like, I will be like, oh my god, new bestie. But
Hey,
like, at the end of the day,
bestie.
this is my bitch right here.
And know that, you guys. If she calls you bestie, I'm okay with that. But know at the end of the day that it's me. I am her.
Like I was saying, sure, we all grow apart. But if you have a new friend group every month, like, maybe you should
Make better
reevaluate
friends.
how you're treating your friends, and like, if you're the issue, because you probably are. Let's be honest, you're probably the issue.
Also, I think we should normalize having small friend groups.
Yes.
I think that's like
Yes.
as you age, I feel like everyone wants to be friends with everyone, you know? Like I said previously, you want to be cool with everybody and their moms. Okay, cool. But like it's okay to not have too many friends, but the friends that you do have, those 5 friends are amazing friends. I would
Top-notch friends.
quality over quantity any day with me.
And I think we all go, especially in your 20s, you are friends
True.
with everyone. Like being in college, going out to bars, meeting new people, you
just see
will
everybody.
meet everyone, especially in a small town like
Yeah.
Reno.
I think it's
everyone's
easy.
friends. But if you really think about it, how many of those friends are gonna like
Be there for you.
Yeah.
Who's gonna wake up at 6 a.m. to go find your phone that you lost
at the bar because you got too drunk and you spent the night at a guy's house and he had no idea who to call, so I said follow Jenny, and then the rest is history.
Text Jenny, she'll call
That's
you.
my girl. That's why she's my girl.
And guess what? I went and found that phone
She did.
and-
She went to go pick it up.
at a stranger's house. Was it super sus that you had her phone? Weird. It should have stayed at the place that it was. Weird that you took it to your house. Were you maybe trying to steal? Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. That was so weird. But it's also happened to me. I accidentally got super drunk on a beach and it fell out of my bikini and it fell into the sand. I know. And so the next morning I was like, fuck, dude, like maybe I should just get a new one. And then I was like, wait, I remembered I'm poor. And I was like, no, you can't go get a new one because you don't have money to get a new one. And then one of my besties, it wasn't you at the time because you didn't know me, but I know you would have gone.
Oh, 100%.
My bestie went with me and we were listening in the sand to see where my phone was and we found it. So beautiful moment. I love you. I know you're listening. You're the best.
Moral of the story, listen to the sand to find your phone.
Not only that, but have friends that'll go find your phone with you.
And listen to the sand with you.
Yes, yes, always.
But yeah, seriously, what were we talking about? How much we love each other and how great we are?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Always. Kaycee's my best. Also, a fun little snippet about Kaycee and I's love story.
We're lovers.
We have only recently become friends. So this is one of my new friends.
Yeah,
But
you
she's my
guys.
best friend. Like we vibed so well when we met each other. We used to take care of children with disabilities together, and so
Do we want to tell them how we vented to each other the first day we met? I was venting about something. About
because what if they listen? They're gonna.
I know she will listen. I'm not
I
gonna
think
say. I'm not gonna be specific.
I know who's gonna listen too.
Yeah. So I was like, "Ma."
We bonded over trauma.
We bonded over trauma, and then we were like, "Dude, you're kind of sick," and she was like, "Yeah, you're kind of cool too."
And then we talked about our moms, and that's huge. If you know me, you know that I love my mom. And mom,
We talked about our
I know
moms.
you're not listening, but I love you. And
My mom
she's
would
the
be like,
coolest
"¿Qué estás
person in the
diciendo?"
world.
Yeah,
Yeah, same.
like, no entiendo. ¿Qué
Our
dices?
moms only speak Spanish. I was like, Mom, you think you'd want to go on the podcast? And she's like,
We
"Right."
could translate for you guys.
Guys, my mom didn't want it. I was like, I'll tell everybody what you're saying. And she's like, no, I just don't think that's for me. And I was like, okay, like, it's fine that you know that what you want, what you don't want, Mom. But like, let me tell you what you want. You want to go on this podcast and hang with me.
I'll tell you what
Kaycee.
you want, whatever you want. I don't know if that's how that song goes, but
But yeah, so I love my mom. That's one of the most important things
but yeah, I
about
love my
me.
mom. Yeah, I love my mom too.
So yeah, so we bonded over trauma. We have recently made up with those people, so that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh my god.
growth, you guys.
We
Yeah.
both did.
Both of us in a different way, but
Yes.
we're still keeping our distance because
You know, bitch will be bitch.
yeah, you could turn on me
I need
again
to stop saying bad words, you guys. Oh my god.
You're gonna make me work.
every time, Chava.
I'm gonna have to bleep all these words that you're saying.
Wait, seriously, we're bleeping out the B word and the F word?
No, probably not the B word.
Nah, not the F word.
Not the B word?
Why did we say B word?
You
Oh,
know.
maybe.
I mean, unless the sponsors are really cool and they like.
And then again, for legal reasons,
Yes.
Kaycee and I are not therapists.
Oh, yeah,
we're
no,
not life
therapists.
coaches.
Oh dang it.
We're just winging life. Like, this is just us sharing with you guys how confusing life is and figuring it out together. So yeah.
I mean, if you want to listen to our advice and if it ends up backfiring, then that's
We're
on
so
you,
sorry.
That's on you,
Sorry
sweetie.
for listening to us.
It
We
worked
told
for
you.
us and might not work for you. Don't try this at
Exactly.
home.
But usually our mistakes, I mean, definitely live them through us. You don't have to get drunk on a beach and lose your phone.
You
can
don't
just
have to
remember,
lose your
hey,
phone at the bar and go home with a random guy and then have him help you find your phone either. No, you don't have to go through that, sis. We just want
you to see that you don't have to do that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so for today, we do have some fun listener stories. We asked you guys to send us stories about your most toxic friendships, and you guys did it. And also, we are so sorry you had to go through this, but we do hope that it made you better people at the end of the day.
And we're going to keep everything anonymous. We're not going to, unless
We're not saying any
you send
names.
us like, hey, I
I don't
want my
think that
name
we
to be
should.
Yeah,
said.
maybe next time ask them if they're okay with it.
Well, we
being
already-
shared on the podcast.
We
you know?
told them that we wouldn't share their
Yeah.
names. I don't think that we
Okay.
should. I
Yeah,
don't think that
some
we
of these
should.
things are going to be a little personal anyway, so.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, maybe because
Because then the people in their stories,
Yeah.
you know,
You're
someone's
right,
gonna
you're
know.
right.
Someone's gonna know.
Someone's
So
gonna
nobody can know
They're
now.
going to know.
Oh,
You
they're
might
gonna
know.
They're going to know.
They're gonna know.
This one
How would they
actually,
know?
How
would
does
they
it go?
know?
How does it go?
They're going to know. How are they going to know? They're
they're
going to
never gonna know. They're never gonna know. Also, we're huge.
TikTok.
We love TikTok.
The TikTok.
So yeah, please find us on there.
Alrighty, first story comes from Jenny. Jenny's are going to be your
Yes.
storyteller.
So this one was so cute, you guys. She wrote us a huge paragraph. And if you do have big stories, please send them in the DMs. The comment section on Insta is just too small. So it cuts it off and it just doesn't give you as much power. And I think long stories make it better.
Yes, and we want all the details.
The juicier,
the better.
Because we're only going to pick the best stories, and you already know those are the ones with details.
Oh, yeah, you guys, we just made our Instagram. Like, we have like over 200 followers. Like, what is going on?
Huge. Thank you guys for supporting
I know,
us.
seriously, thank you. Thank you all.
You're amazing.
And we also did get a lot of stories, but we only chose like the top 4 that we thought would be a little more entertaining.
But keep sending them because
Yeah.
you might be that top 4. So
You
yeah,
might
thank
be
you.
one of the special people that gets chosen by us.
So this one was good. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. Again, this is a girl. We're just gonna say girl, boy, girl, you know. It's mostly girls though. So guys, like, send us your stories. Come on. We're not gonna tell anybody your name.
Yeah,
'Cause I
I
think
think
if
if
we
guys are scared. I feel
We're
like
not gonna
they're
tell
scared.
anybody your name, and we will not share anything with anybody.
No. This would stay like between us.
Confidentiality key. Okay.
You could sue us. We don't want to get sued.
Please don't. So, hi. I would love to. I'm reading as her, okay? This is not me. Hi. I would love to spill a little more tea for the podcast. So, I am going to make this as short and sweet as possible. Last year, I moved into a house with 3 of my closest friends. And around the same time, I started dating my current boyfriend. A true king that treats me right, ladies. And we love that for you, sis. I started dating my current boyfriend. All was good for a few months, but then me and my boyfriend started getting more serious. And as such, I started spending a lot of time at his place. I noticed that me and my friends / roommates started getting more distant, and there seemed to be some tension. So one night I texted them all in a group chat, and I basically just apologized for not being around as much and spending a lot of time with my boyfriend. I was expecting an empathetic response like, hey, it's okay, we've all been there, which maybe was naive of me. And let me just say, it was not naive of you. Well, instead, they all blew up on me, basically saying I'm a shitty friend and saying all rude things about my boyfriend, who, let me mind you, they have like only said hi to. I tried to see if they wanted to meet up for dinner to talk things through, but no one even acknowledged the text. I moved my things out of there as quickly as possible. Way before my lease was up, I even paid all my rent, even the utilities, for a room I wasn't living in anymore. And they used as a storage room. They then had the audacity to say that when I moved my stuff out of my room that I pay rent for, that I was too loud and disruptive.
Oh no.
And I needed to coordinate with them when I was going to go move my stuff. Like, what the fuck? That is the most drama, needless to say, a pretty traumatic experience considering how close we all were. But now I just go to therapy and live with the love of my life and have true friends. So who is a real winner here?
You
Sister,
are, sis.
it is you. Those friends, trash friends. How dare you guys bully a girl at her own apartment and not be understanding? Those were all the red flags that we'd mentioned before. Not communicating with you, not wanting to work things out, putting things on you that are not on you. Like, how are you so jealous of her finding a new man that you I just don't understand. I would never.
I don't get it either. And I think it's like so common when your friends get into relationships. It's like okay to get a little jealous.
And that's fine.
But
working through that, like, hey, you know what? I feel like you've been spending a lot of time with your man. Can you please make some time for me? Just talking through it. Those friends did not want to talk through it. Talked shit about her man. That's so mean. You didn't even know the guy.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, she's paying rent. Like, why do you have to be so fucking rude?
The audacity to that. If she's paying rent, she can go in that room whenever she wants. You guys were literally using it as storage. No,
if I were her, I would have moved out way louder, made more noise.
I've been like, oh, you guys like that episode of Bad Girls? Love you guys. I love reality TV. Tanisha, when she slams the pots,
I ain't get no sleep because of y'all. Y'all ain't get no sleep because of me.
That is what I would do. You want to talk about being loud? We'll get real petty today.
I will fucking show you.
I'll get so petty. No, but you handled it like a true queen, better than Kaycee and I would have. So props to you, girl. You were not in the wrong. Your friends, ex-friends, sucked. Glad you're living with a king, and more power to you. So happy for you. Get that therapy. Hang out with your cool friends.
100%.
Yes.
God, that kind of like stressed me out.
Right?
I'm a little pissed.
So sad for her.
Yeah,
I'm
pissed
like,
off.
oh, I'm sorry.
Alrighty, this next story is kind of, it's not funny, but it's just like, this girl's a loser. Okay,
this one was so funny.
This girl's a little bit of a loser.
And this is something that we didn't bring up, but we will after the story.
Okay, ready, guys? The message says, sorry, she saw your post after. Because, okay, so this girl had sent in a response, like we told you guys not to do. Don't send it in the, like, response box. If it's long, she'll send it over message. But then she sent it over message. She said, sorry, she saw your post after. But I had a friend who would always use me for food and weed. And I didn't mind. But when she asked me for weed to take home, and when I gave her a little bit, she complained that it was too little.
You're getting free weed and you're complaining? No, ma'am. You take that free weed and shut your mouth.
Okay, and then she said, mind you, I always bought it. She would just come over and smoke. And she always complained she was broke, but would choose nails and lashes and luxuries instead of feeding herself. First of all, you guys, the dispensaries have deals all the time. If you can't afford to go buy yourself weed, you should not be smoking weed.
Also, if you are listening in a different state, weed is legal in Nevada.
Yes.
So you can legally buy it. You don't need a sus drug dealer to give it to you. So it's, you know, it's a little pricey because, like, it's legal. But, like, hey, you're not going to accidentally get crack in your weed. And so, yeah, I just don't know, sis. If you got me. I can't afford lashes and nails because I just don't make that kind of money. And you can afford lashes and nails, but not your own weed.
And like to
Bad
feed
priorities.
yourself. She also said that she was using her for food.
That's so crazy.
Like food,
to me.
dude.
I had a friend that would do that too. Like she was so stingy.
Heck no.
She would eat our food. Okay, that's one thing that maybe I should work on. But it's my biggest pet peeve. Like if you're eating my food without asking me, how dare you? How dare you? Food is so sacred to me. I love food. And the fact that you're eating my food, how could you? How could you?
Also, like,
I will only share if I want to share. Don't ever ask me for food.
Exactly. Don't touch my fucking food unless you ask.
And I know that's so ugly, but I'm sorry. I just love food.
Coming from a foodie, I will not get I get my lashes done, but I will not get my lashes done. I will not get my pedi just so that I can go have good food. Okay?
Yes, exactly.
Like
at the end of the day, we're not going to die with these lashes, but guess what? I will die with
a full
good
tummy
meal. Okay? So yeah. Spend money on food, get your priorities right. You're a true friend. So we have the next story. This is from another girl. And the story goes, this girl and I were best friends in high school. We lived really close to each other, so we'd hang out like every day. And at the same time, I was in a very toxic relationship with a guy. We were on and off for like a whole year, and my friend was there for me throughout the whole thing. A true bestie. Like I'd come over to her house and she'd let me vent for hours. One day, I went to school really upset because this guy and I got into a really big argument that morning, and she sat there and listened to the whole thing like a good friend. But little did I know they were talking to each other behind my back.
Oh my God.
And they kissed the night before. Fast forward a few years later, I went back to visit my hometown. So she grew up in a small town. I don't know if that was mentioned previously. And saw her at a party, and she had the audacity to say, "Oh my God, we haven't talked in forever. We used to be so close." Like, bitch, you literally kissed her man and you want her to still be your bestie. So endless to say, like, they obviously broke up because she took her man, but you keep that trash man because she doesn't need him. And she is better than ever with a new man living life. Okay. So at the end of the day, you guys, if you're gonna be that person, you're gonna end up in a bad situation.
Oh my gosh, karma is a so if
a lot of these
are a horrible person, the person that you're being horrible to does not have to get you back.
No,
karma will come around and get you.
Mm-hmm. Karma's huge.
What
if you give good karma, you're gonna get good karma. But if you give bad karma, ooh baby,
What goes around comes around.
It's just not gonna go well for you. So yeah, that was another juicy story. We do have another one too.
The last story for this episode.
Yes.
This one is short and sweet and to the point. Alrighty, it says, in high school, my best friend at the time ended up spreading rumors to my boyfriend about me to get him to break up with me so she could sleep with him. You know who you are. With a winky face. Well, God damn it. Why are girls so bad?
How could you do that? That was your bestie, and you're gonna literally throw her in the trash and say, "Oh my God, you know what, she was doing something," and then get with her man.
Oh my God,
how could
you? Must be so heartbroken. Let me just sleep with you to make you feel better.
Oh my gosh, I know that she was so mean to you, but like, I can fix it. I can fix it with my vagina.
Yeah.
No, baby, you can't.
And I know she's my best friend, but like, she wouldn't mind. She wouldn't mind.
Maybe she would even love that we share this moment. Yeah, no, she didn't love it. And that was mean. That was so rude.
And I hope karma gets you.
Oh, karma. I mean, I'm sure karma got you. I know who this is.
I'm sure karma will get her.
Karma got you, sis. And for the girl that sent the story in, you're thriving. Also,
we love you. We love you so much.
We do love you. And I would just like to say that who you're with now,
oh, such a king.
He's the love of our lives too, because we love him. He
hypes us, you guys.
Biggest hype man in the world.
He's like, yeah, girls, get it.
He's like, oh my God, you girls look so lovely today. But not only, so he hypes her friends up. Imagine how he hypes her up.
Oh, you can only imagine.
Level 10. So he hypes us at a level 1, which is nice. You know, we love it. We love it. But hers a level 10. Beautiful. Beautiful. Mm-hmm. You guys are made for each other. Can't wait to go to your wedding. And you know who you are? Propose to her already, okay?
We're waiting. We're literally waiting.
I'll be there. Like, you can ask me. We can plan it.
She's like, I'll help you plan the proposal, please. Alrighty, guys. Well, that was a wrap for our first episode. We hope we were funny. We hope you enjoyed it. I mean, we know we're funny. We hope you think we're funny.
If you guys didn't love this, you know what? Just give it another try.
You guys, this is our first episode.
Next week might be better. You know, it can only go up from here.
Yeah. And
next week will be better for sure.
Absolutely.
And make sure to go subscribe on YouTube. Make sure to go follow us on TikTok, on Instagram. Remember to interact with us on Instagram if you want to be featured in the episode.
Yes, if you want us to share your toxic stories, send them in. I feel like this is something that we should have like every week, just a little toxic story of the day.
Oh my God, yes.
I'd love to share
a toxic story of the day.
And it's so funny too. Like,
and honestly, like, if y'all don't send them in, I got plenty of stories. So.
Kaycee's like, oh, you want stories?
You want toxic?
I got stories.
I will show you toxic. You know, oh my God. So I actually posted this really funny meme on Instagram. Before we go, I have to share this. And the post said, yeah, sure, I ruined your life, but didn't you have fun? That's what I thought. Relax. And do you know how many people sent me, like, no, not people, men messaged me and they're like, this is so toxic. Like, you're so toxic. And I was like, yeah, bro, like, what's new?
Like, why are we? I already knew that.
I was going to reply to that. I'm like, hella toxic. Ain't shit toxic?
Yeah, but guess what, baby? You're still in the DMs. Not Chava, but like everybody else that messaged me.
Chava's like, no.
Chava's like, get out of my face.
But again, thank you guys. We appreciate you.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
Thanks for supporting
us. And again, Follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Insta. Our is at Socially Selective Podcast. Our lovely producer, his is at Chava.
Chava, 6 A's
with 6 A's
underscore.
at the end.
Yes.
Remember, he's single.
What are you guys up to this weekend? Though, you guys have any plans or anything?
Oh, yeah.
This weekend.
Because I know you just went to Vegas, right?
I did, you guys. I went to Vegas to go visit my boy.
Oh,
Not
yes, you
okay. He hates when I
did.
say boy. My man, because he's a whole ass man.
So she
Let me
said
just
she's
tell you
single,
that.
but does that sound like a single girl to you?
That doesn't sound like a single
I
lady.
know.
No.
Let me
Listen,
just
I
tell you
am
that.
single. He's gonna listen to this. I am single until I'm made a girlfriend. So
That's true, actually.
I'm still single, baby.
No, I agree. And ladies, if you have a side piece that hasn't officially made you your girlfriend, you don't give him the honor of
No.
calling you his girlfriend until that bitch makes you his girlfriend, okay?
Until that bitch.
Yeah, because that's just not nice. Like, how are you gonna tell someone that they're your girlfriend? But hey, did I hear that question? Did anybody else?
No, if you're in a
No.
situationship, it's just that, a situationship. It's not a relationship.
Exactly. So, to the boy who's talking to Kaycee, I mean,
Maybe you should speed it up, baby.
maybe this is
Get
a
it together,
sign.
Spit it
homeboy.
up.
This is a sign.
Just writing material for sure.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, thank
10
you.
out of 10.
But anyway, yes, I did go to Vegas to see my mans. This weekend, I think I'm just gonna chill out.
Yeah.
Honestly, take it easy.
Same.
Probably go out to
Same,
dinner.
I have to clean my house, you guys. Like, I live a life of an old lady now.
She really does.
Yeah,
but I
have
love
to-
it.
I have to do laundry, buy
Jenny's like,
groceries.
Honestly,
Honestly, you
this
guys,
weekend I'm doing laundry.
you know, if you do meal prep in Reno, please sponsor us because I hate cooking.
Oh, I love
hate
meal
cooking.
preps,
and we love.
but
meal
I hate
preps.
cooking. Yeah.
I hate cooking. I just don't even know. Like, now that I'm living on my own, you guys, I have to feed myself 3 times a day, and I don't know who. That's just so hard. It's just
Like,
so
who's
hard
that
to do
creative to come up with 3 meals a day?
I can't do it. Okay, but again, thank you guys for listening.
Thank you so much.
Please come back next week.
Hope you come back next week, and
We
we are so
love
excited to
you.
hear your reviews. Yeah. Bye.
And that's a wrap.
Booyah, mic
a
drop.
wrap.
Boom.